Hey guys, Grizly here, and welcome back to my Noob's Journey video playlist. So this is going to be my third game in my quest to make my Wolven deck a competitive deck. Last couple games have been very successful, and I'm really hoping that this one's going to be the third in a series of great games. So as you can see, I'm up against yet another Elementalist, hence the name Hat Trick, because two of my other games, one of which wasn't really a game, and my first official game of the series was were both against Elementalist opponents. So it's my third one. I am getting into the higher ratings, so be prepared to see some more stiff competition, and hopefully, and I know this is a weird thing to say, but hopefully I'll start losing soon. Because the sooner I start losing, the sooner I can get some good feedback on how to improve my deck and playstyle. So you see me quickly toss out two of my cards, not a hard decision on which cards to get rid of this early in the game. And toss down my Pack Wolf, kind of the bread and butter. It's one of my favorite cards actually in this deck. I just like the way the card works and the camaraderie. It kind of embodies everything I love about ally decks. So that was a weird card. I was actually kind of surprised by that. All of a sudden, he was drawing a card from the top of my deck, but it's interesting. So you see him strike at me with his Spark, gets an early first damage, and nothing wrong with that. So now I'm kind of struggling with a card to get rid of, and I decided to get rid of my Captured Prey only because I don't think I'm going to need it anytime soon. I was going to get rid of one of my weaker monsters, but I decided I really want to work on building up my army as quickly as possible. So you just see me quickly eliminate his Spark, and I'm in a pretty good opening position. I've got two monsters on the field, and a bunch in my hand waiting to be played. It's a pretty good start for me. So as we wait for him to make his move, I just want to talk about when you have a suggestion of how to change my deck. It hasn't changed at all since my first deck building video, so just kind of throw suggestions at me based on what cards you think I should get rid of or remove whenever you have them. So you see me eliminate his Infernal Gargoyle, which works out really well because he did just buff it with his Shadow Energy ability. So now I've knocked out not only a more formidable monster, but also his Shadow Energy buff, and I'm free to start clobbering on him with my monsters. And like I said, I'm still in a really strong opening position. I have enough Shadow Energy to use my Moonstalker's ability and stop him from attacking. So this is a good opening position to be in. Belladonna is definitely a strong monster. That's a good card to play, except that, the problem is that at this point there's really nothing stopping me from playing, or from just eliminating it. So I eliminated that Full Moon card just because, though it's a powerful buff, I really need the summoning power right now, so tossing it out will allow me to summon more powerful stuff more quickly. So normally I wouldn't want to get rid of a card like that, but in this situation it's kind of warranted. Man, sitting through these sacrifices is always the tough part. It's like, come on, just go. And then it comes around to my turn, I take like 45 seconds to sacrifice something because I can't decide. So he throws down a Dark Flare. Defender cards can be a big pain in the ass to deal with just because they attack first in a defensive stance. So attacking with the wrong monster can, lead to insta-gib. And even attacking with the right monster, like you'll see here, I still weakens my wolf down to 1. Easy prey for a monster with haste. Or a special ability card or something. Any number of things. But you see me, I'm actually in a very strong, I'm in I would almost say unbreakable position at the moment. I've got 4 monsters on the field, another 1 or 2 in my hand, and I'm just managing to suppress him perfectly. And that's kind of the name of the game here, is definitely suppression. If I can stop him from getting any monsters, the longer I can do that, the harder it's going to be for him to ever get a substantial attack force. So as you can see, just waiting for him to make his move. Now, again, I've talked about this in... and there's the card he stole from me, by the way, as my Wolven Tracker. We've talked about this in previous videos. I'm with my Shadow Knight, I have two options with that card. Because I already have a strong selection of monsters on the field, um, there's always that chance that he'll find a way to nuke all the monsters I have, or he has a strong trump card or something to play. So as long as I have four monsters, four relatively powerful monsters on the field like I do, there's just really no benefit to throwing out my throwing out my better cards when it's just overkill. So I probably could have used a better attack list, or a better attack priority list on that. That was just kind of an awkward position because he had just enough health that I was going to have to sacrifice something to kill him. But as you can see, this match is winding down here. He's going to be down to 6 life. And I've got more than enough firepower at this point to wipe him out. So at this point, I am gearing up for the big tournament in June with my guild. I say big, it's big for me. I've never been in any tournaments in this game, obviously. Here was a great opportunity for him to counterattack. If he had gotten luckier, he could have potentially wiped out my Pack Wolf as well as my Keldor, which would have prolonged my ability to take out his life. Yeah, as it stands, and then there goes my Shadow Knight, just because now is a good time to play him. But as it stands, the Pack Wolves buffing each other have just enough firepower to finish him off. And that's going to be the end of the game. And there's my third win. So I think I jump up to 180. Let's take a look. I'm up to 186 now, rating, which is pretty good. And let's see how I do going into the fourth game. Good run so far. Let's hope I keep it up. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe.